Well, my great Aunt Betty played upright bass in the Louisville Orchestra from the 50s to the 80s. So yeah, this whole thing is dedicated to Aunt Betty because she was in the orchestra for so long and so inspiring to me.
Decided I was going to be a conductor at a very specific time. I was 9 years old. I was able to start conducting when I was about 10 or 11, actually, with some orchestras. And that kind of experience at that age, there's no replacement for that.
I think I just started writing because music became this savior to me in school because I hated all the rest of school. I was really into a lot of different music though, so I was into hip hop and REM and heavy metal and rock and roll and grunge, and so I think a lot of those influences got into my music from an early age.
As you get into that very kind of advanced, kind of deeply connected state, you're able to hear things that you then translate to the page. And I always say that's composing.
I had a bedroom in the basement of my parents' house, and I would go rent a 4-track from Doo-Wop Shop, and I remember so clearly sitting in the basement and just like sitting at the 4-track and like recording things, and just how incredible that felt. It was such a beautiful moment. I still remember just so vividly sitting there and the sun coming in through the window and just feeling like for the first time in my life I was good at anything at all.
Actually, most of what I do is starts as an improvisation. And so I really try and hear what I want to write and then just copy that from my own brain. And that requires being in a deep, connected state to the art.
Once I usually get that inspiration, I'm so hooked on it that I just can't stop.
The thing that really gets me super just charged, I feel like, okay, now I've got to learn something, I've got to challenge myself. And that was the case with this. And I've seen it in non-classical collaborations and different genres like dance or film, when you're working with people that are just, they're on a high level.
Yep.
They're creative, and like you feed off of that, and that's
Oh
rare, because otherwise it's routine, and you're not developing, you're just functioning.
I think, speaking for both of us, we always want our music to be on the side of good, on the side of love, on the side of fairness and equality, and we just want to be a part of the healing. I think the technology makes it easier to be cruel. But when you have to sit down at a table with somebody or look somebody in the eye, the natural tendency is to be kind. I think as creators and musicians, it's our job to keep bringing the love back into focus.